Okay, now we should be live. I thought we were live before, but apparently there's another button I had to click in YouTube to make it actual live now. So I think we're good now. If somebody can let me know whether you can see me or not. Yeah, it looks like we're good. So welcome to the very first Dave's Brickhouse live stream. Oh, there we go. I need to turn this audio off. There we go. Welcome to the very first Dave's Brickhouse live stream. I've got something that every live streamer needs. I've got something to drink here, in my case water, and I have my chocolate chip cookies. So there he is. Hey, wow, welcome Titanium J, welcome Brooks Bricks, Matthew. Oh, Matthew builds bricks. Hey, great to see you. It's got to be kind of late where you are. And Racing Mars. Wow, hey, hi there. So yeah, I've got my kind of little personal television studio going on here. I've got all kinds of stuff. I can go over the details later if people are interested. But I have this camera, which is the one that I usually use for my YouTube videos. I have another camera when I want to have a serious discussion with you guys. I have an overhead camera where you can get, you know, close up of the chocolate chips. And then I've got, I've got a stream deck off here controlling things. I have a fancy switcher there. I got a bunch of video gear. I'm a video nerd, so I got that. But that's not why we're here. We're here to hang out and talk. And, oh, hydrate. Yes, yes, Racing Mars, hydrate. So here today, oh, actually I had this just because I'm fancy. Here, we're going to build this. Set number 40649, the Up-Scaled LEGO Minifigure, 654 pieces. I think we should be able to get that built in a stream that doesn't last too long, depending on how much we end up talking. I noticed something when I was taking this apart, and I don't know if anybody's ever seen this. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Why are you not focusing? Anyway, on the tape here, there's a label that says 13TX3. I have no idea what that means. If anybody has any brilliant insights in that, let me know. Hold on, it's gonna be noisy for a minute. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we have here. Serious discussion. I picked the wrong day. Oh, I should actually do this. I can do this. Let's see if this works. There we go. That's another one of the new technologies that I have here. So a reference to a movie. What else? Yes, Matthew, very fancy indeed. Yeah. I've done IT my whole life, and for those who don't know, I actually just retired, I think it's 6 or 8 weeks ago now. But my degree's in video production, and it's been a hobby of mine on and off for years. So whenever a chance to buy new video gear comes along, I usually hop on it. And it's amazing what you can get now for the price compared to what's even possible. I mean, that's one of the things that makes YouTube so accessible for everyone, is you know you can do videos with just a phone and it looks just fine. Of course, I love having all my gadgets. So anyway, how's everybody out there doing today? Are you building anything on your own, or are you just kind of hanging out in here to see how the chat goes? That's probably loud. I don't know how to pronounce that. ECLPX3SP3? Hi, whoever that is. Welcome to the stream. Oh, there must be another bag one. Yep, there is. Oh, there's several bag ones. I got this all down to a science. I always have these bowls that I use when I'm sorting, and I also use them when I'm building. What I'll do is I'll put the parts from a bag into a bowl, and that turns out to be useful sometimes because, you know, sometimes all the parts of a certain kind will be in one bag, and it just makes them easier to find that way. Okay, there we go. Should be done making noise for a while now, hopefully. Titanium J, just doing all right, just hanging out. Sounds like a good thing to be doing on a Saturday. I got to meet Titanium J in person. I just got back from Brick World Chicago for the first time, beginning of this week. And that was a lot of fun. And I got to meet TJ and a bunch of other people in person that I'd never met before. So that was definitely a fun experience. It's a little expensive when you add up the airplane tickets and the hotel and all that stuff, but I'm going to do it again next year because I go to Bricks Cascade every year. Well, I've only been in Lego since 2018, but I've been going to Bricks Cascade every year since I got into it, and that's a lot of fun, and I meet a lot of great people there. But I met at least, I think, 10 people, maybe more, at Brick World who I'd met virtually during the pandemic era, and I had never met in person, so that was kind of a lot of fun. Racing Mars. You got to meet me in person, Racing Mars? Wow, isn't that special? For those who don't know, I'm not going to expose his name unless he wants to, but that is somebody I've known for, I don't know, 25 years, a long time. Good friend. So it's nice to see him hanging out here. Brooks Bricks. That's another one I got to meet in person. Brick World was fantastic, indeed. That was great. Oh, I should do this again just because I can. There. So I feel like I need somebody else on here on the stream to be chatting with or something so that I don't bore you guys just building this. Yeah, I ran into a Wild Dave also. Exactly. All right, I need a couple of these. It's interesting. I've been on a lot of streams before on the other side, as a guest. And this is the first time I've been running one. So it'll be interesting to see how good a job I can do at actually building a set, but more importantly, keeping up with the chat and just seeing how everybody's doing, because that's what I enjoy more out of streams than anything. So, making noise. There we go. So Matthew builds bricks. It's got to be, what, like 8 p.m., 9 p.m.? Pretty late there where you are, I think. All right, this is going to have to come out. And already I'm to the point where, like, there's a piece missing. I'm sure there isn't, but I can't find it. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been used to being a guest and not having to run the show, so I'm just kind of figuring out how this all goes, and like I said, I want to make this entertaining and fun for everybody, but I always love hanging out in other people's streams, so hopefully that'll be the same here. How many people do we have watching? I don't even know how to tell. 5? Yeah, apparently. I'm learning all this new fancy YouTube software stuff as well. So, oh, hey, look who's here. Peter's Pieces. This is a good friend of mine. I met him in person as well at Brick World Chicago, and that was a lot of fun. We hung out quite a bit. On a short break from work, but I forgot my earbuds, so I'll have to guess what you're saying. Oh, well, you can always come back and watch the replay later, I think. Anyway, nice to see you, Peter. And he's one of the people who I oftentimes hang out with a stream on. And typically when he's doing a stream, unintentionally or otherwise, we end up distracting him enough where he makes mistakes on the build or something happens. And, that's all right. That's all part of the fun. So I'm glad to be inside, although I hope that... I'm glad I'm doing this to stream today because, I guess compared to the rest of the country, it's not bad, but it's supposed to get up into, I think, the mid-90s here in the next few days. And that's hot for us here. Plus, this is in an upstairs room that has big windows facing west. So I get a lot of sun in the afternoon, and it's only, 1:10 right now, but it's going to get warm later, I think. So I'm kind of glad that I'm doing the stream now before it has a chance to get super warm. Oh, Jay Ward. Wow. Great to see you, Jay. Jay is another person that I've known for a long time. I won't say that, but yeah, nice to see you, Jay. I'm hoping to catch up with you in person as well soon. All right. This doesn't look like very many parts, so it seems like something that should be buildable. Did I miss something? Seems like something that should be buildable. What did I miss? buildable in without too much trouble. Oh, that's what I missed. What? Oh, Jacksish. Hey, welcome. What am I building? I am building this. There we go. The Up-Scaled Minifig. It looked like a fun build. It wasn't too expensive. I haven't watched any of the reviews on it, but several friends told me that there's some cool build techniques on the inside, so I'm excited to see how it goes. And so far, I think I'm doing reasonably okay at keeping track of the chat comments you guys are making, so that's always a good thing. What are you up to today, Jax? You building anything or just kind of hanging out and chilling? You gotta love comments like this. Thank you very much, Peter. I actually never noticed that they use those in the product photos, but I guess I'm a cool kid that way. Oh, yeah, and that's a fair comment too, Bricks. Yeah, that one thing I was thinking about is, and Peter kids me about this all the time. I have a rather huge backlog, and it's not because I don't like building sets, but it was partially because once I started doing mocks, I didn't do sets as much. And then I was working, and by the time I got home from work, I was burned out and wasn't motivated to do it. But now that I'm retired, and if I like streaming, I'll continue streaming, it might be a good way for me to at least partially burn down some of my backlog. But I do like doing mocks, for sure. What did I miss? I missed something else. Oh, okay. Anyway, I like doing mocks for sure, and I have several mocks that are in process now for upcoming videos. And after this live stream, starting next week, I'm going to try to get back to working on some of those. I do really enjoy doing my videos, and it seems like people like seeing them, so that's always appreciated. What else do we have here? Jax, not much, just editing a new video. Okay, cool. Yeah, Jax, yeah. It would be hard to miss the Eiffel Tower behind me. That thing is huge. But that was a fun build. It was one of the actual things that I built recently, shortly after I got it, because I've just always liked the real building, and it really appealed to me. That thing is tall. It's like, if I stand, it comes up to my chin or maybe a little bit higher. I think it's like 54 inches, or maybe it must be taller than that. But anyway, it's very tall. Bricks. Yes, more Dave content. Hey, good. Cool. What else do we have here? Building mocks on stream is very difficult for me because I can't split my focus that much. It's easier to build sets because I can do it without much thought. Exactly. Yeah, that'll be the interesting challenge, Peter. Oh, look who else is here. Somebody I actually talked to him recently on his stream, but Bricksmith. Oops, got to get used to this. Bricksmith, hey Julian, welcome. All right, back to where I was. Is this where I am? Yeah. So I need a Technic brick and a couple of these, or one of these. There we go. And then I need this. And now I need some of the small fiddly bits that always tend to get lost if you're not careful. One of these, and one of these, okay. Hey, there's Greg Vol Lego. Welcome, Greg. Welcome to my first stream. Nice to see you hanging out here. Exactly. Yeah, Peter, maybe one day you and I can aspire to build mocks on a live stream and be able to do it successfully. Of course, I suppose it might be a little easier for me because, well, at least up until recently, I did my stuff in Bricklink Studio. Although, as I get better, I'm actually finding that I'm doing less in studio than I was before. But if I had it all in studio, especially if I printed it out, it might not be too hard to build on a stream. Folks in my chat make fun of me sometimes for somehow keeping up on it. Exactly. Yep. That's all right. I mean, again, yeah, I mean, I've hung out in chats with Brooks Bricks before, and with Bricksmith before, and with Peter's Pieces. And the community is just what I really love about these chats. It's just always so much fun. And it's always interesting to see having people from not just the US, but all over the place, like Matthew Builds Bricks. It's fun to see him here. So that's one of the things about YouTube that has really made, well, on the internet, that has really made the world smaller, is, you know, just having the internet really helps on stuff like that. All right. Oh, yeah. Dan's Engineering. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Jax, a very good friend of mine bought me this and another shirt that I wore at Brick World. Well, every time I wear it, I get more comments on that shirt than anything else, and you may or may not get the reference. But that other shirt says Spaceballs the T-shirt, and I love that one. But this one is also great. And happy Canada Day to you too, Jax. Exactly, Greg. Mocking is hard to do on a fly on a stream. Creating and keeping up is hard. Yep. How many pieces are in the set? I think it was 654. Yeah, 654. So not too bad. Oh, oops. Actually, I need these. So I'm not actually listening to the audio, but how does the audio sound? Matthew, you'd be a good person to give me a, well, Racing Mars, you'd be a good person to give me a reading on that if you're still around. Should be good. I have a microphone just off frame here, and it's a pretty decent one. Oh, oops, put those in the wrong place. This is what happens when you're streaming and not paying attention. Sounds fine. Yep, thank you very much. I don't know what these gears are for. We're going to find out. I like I said, I didn't watch any reviews for this, so I don't know. I don't know what this turns. Oops, it turns something apparently, but I don't know what. Oh, actually, that's interesting. Either I put it together wrong, or it actually doesn't turn anything the way it's built. We'll find out. There it is. This is a piece I need to understand better. I've seen these come up in a few sets, but I personally don't know how to use them very well. Can I get this to focus? Of course, when I tried it before, it worked just fine, and now it's not. But anyway, it's got like a Technic pin on one side, and I don't really know. I guess we'll find out more about how they're used, but I don't have any experience with them myself. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Racing Mars. That would be a fantastic one to get. But the kids love that one, of course. All right, it's getting warm in here. I'm gonna turn on my fan. I don't want to leave the fan off because it makes a bit of a hum, but oh well, it's all right. Tile early. I hate that. You know, like you're looking for a part, you find something else. It's not the one you wanted, but then you need it later and you can't find it. I always hate it when that happens. So this is going. Okay, I got it. All right. Oh, Matthew giving history lessons again. I don't know about that either. All right. Hey, Isak, welcome. Good to see you. And yeah, the tower in the background is pretty cool. I want to light it at some point. Actually, this is something good to talk about briefly. When I like doing lighting in my sets, and now that I have more time, I'm going to try to get even more serious about it. But up until now, I've always used brick loot lights, and they're fine. They work well, but I wanted to try something else. And one of the things I considered was branching out to brick stuff, because one of the guys, I'm in this big Jurassic Park collab at Bricks Cascade, and one of the guys there uses brick stuff and he liked it. So it turns out that brick stuff was there at Brick World Chicago, and I got to meet the owner and kind of made a fast friendship with him. And he told me about this set they're working on, excuse me, for the lighting the Eiffel Tower. It's going to use individually addressable LEDs, which is another thing I do as another hobby of mine, is kind of LED art, for lack of a better word to call it. But it's going to have, I think, something like 500 LEDs in it, and I'm really excited to see that make progress and maybe eventually buy that and add that to my set. There we go. All right. Oh, this computer went to sleep. There we go. All right. Looks like we have eight viewers going right now. I'm going to do something here real quick. Get that. I think. Got to go to my control panel here and. Okay. Where was I? Right. Talk to you later, Peter. Thanks for stopping by, even while you're at work. Appreciate it. I'll ping you on Discord later, maybe. Working on a couple other things. You working on Lego things or non-Lego things at the moment? Oh, I got to build 2 of these. Okay. I was going to say, these are fastening together, and then I didn't see what did I forget to build, but back to the beginning again we go. That is this. Okay. All right. I guess I should take this moment to make the obligatory thank you to everybody who's here watching, and I'm at something like 1,670 subscribers now, which kind of blows my mind, and it's continuing to grow pretty regularly. I'm getting, I think, like 3 or 4 new subs every day. So I'm not chasing subs exactly, but it makes me happy that maybe people like what I'm doing. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But thanks again for hanging out here. Oh, oops, not that part. Come on. Where'd it go? Again, I had it, and now I don't have it. There it is. Thank you very much. Please keep making the great content. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will do that. I'm not This is another interesting story. When I first started the channel, I was releasing new videos like every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And the reason for that was that I had a huge number of mocks that were already built sitting around the house that I'd done at Bricks Cascade, done for Bricks Cascade or other places like that. So they were all done and ready to go, and I was able to just do videos on them. Now I have to design them and build them and do all that work. So it's not happening as frequently. On the other hand, now that I'm retired, I have a little bit more time to throw at it again. And I'm enjoying doing tutorial videos too. I did one of those and people really liked it. I got several responses on that. So I'm going to try to do more of those again in the future. So a variety of stuff, but I'll definitely keep doing things for sure. All right, a couple more of these guys. One thing I did not do on this stream, because I personally don't like it myself, and that is to have music in the background. I don't know what other people think. I'm curious to see what you guys as viewers, whether you like, if you're on live streams, whether you like having music in the background or you prefer not to. Up to 7 live viewers now. Thank you very much. All right. Got really quiet all of a sudden in terms of the chat. All right, now I can put these together, I think. Oh, nope, one more thing. I think that's a great idea, Matthew. I'll have to do that. Oh, another good friend of mine. Hey, Kyle. Good to see you here. When will the cookies be eaten? Yeah, we're working on that. Matthew just reminded me that I need to do that. He's looking out for me. I appreciate that. It's hard to believe that I've known some of these people as long as I have. I guess that's what happens when you get old. Like I said, Matthew, I think I've known for 25 years. Kyle, I've probably known for 15 years? Does that sound right, Kyle? Oh, I wonder if I still have it here. Do I still have it here? I was going to text this to you, Kyle, but I was going to ask you, do you remember this? There, that's all I'm going to show. I mean, yeah, about impersonating Matthew, exactly. Yeah, my head hurts counting. Yep. All right, so now these go together. How do these go together? There we go. Maybe. All right, I'm really confused. Did I put this together wrong? Oh, I see. This was supposed to go on top of one of these. Indeed, 15 years, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I love the instruction, but I don't think that's going to show you. Yeah, there we go. Where it has all the little ta-da type things around this step. So now I'm trying to figure out where that piece goes. And when you're on a live stream with everybody watching, it's like, okay, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, okay, I see. That's interesting. I think that's right. We'll find out. What are you up to today, Kyle? Anything fun? Matthew. Exactly. I was watching you in the, oh, that's, now that's a lovely use of technology. Watching me in the Tesla while you're waiting for a pickup at Target. That's fantastic. Gotta love that. I know at least 3 people now besides me that own a Tesla, but I've been driving a Tesla. I had one of the first Tesla Model S's that came out. I've been driving a Tesla since December of 2012, which means I haven't bought gas since December of 2012. So that's always a fun little bit of information to share with people. Oh, this is kind of cool. Does this actually fit? Oh, it does. Wow, that's pretty cool. I just shake my head sometimes at some of these. You know, you don't know what you're building, and then all of a sudden you look at it and it's like, wait, what? It's amazing. You know a lot more than 3 other people who own Teslas. Okay, it's stream brain. That's it. That's my story. It's stream brain. I had forgotten that phrase, but that was something we used to talk about a long time ago on some of the other streams I was watching. The host would get stream brain and not remember something simple. How loud is the parts? I think this mic is pretty sensitive, so when I'm moving the parts like that, is it pretty loud? I'll go back and watch it to find out, but I'm curious. The 2016 answer. Yeah, Kyle. Lego ASMR, exactly. The parts are fine. Thank you, Matthew. You don't need to mute when opening. Yeah, that's the thing. I never worried about it, but other people always want to mute on their stream. But you know, I figure if you're a Lego person, you're going to be used to crinkling bags and rustling parts anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. Wait, was I supposed to build 2 of these also? I fear that I probably was and missed it. No. Am I just looking at this wrong? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so there, this. Yeah, just the techniques in this thing are just crazy. What some of these Lego designers can come up with. It's really impressive. Oh. I totally forgot about that, Kyle. There you go. I totally forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. You didn't have to give me ideas that cost me money. I already thought of it myself. That's actually one of the pieces of gear I got early this week, I think. I don't even know what's today, Saturday. I lose track now that I'm not working. I lose track of things. See, this is where I need friends helping to remind me to use my expensive gear. Why am I not surprised? Exactly, Kyle. Yeah, so Kyle, for your benefit, I now have my Sony a7S III as the main camera, but I also have a Blackmagic 4K, which is, yeah, you weren't here at the beginning, but that's this camera. So that if I want to have a talk with you guys, you know, we need to talk. I have this camera, and then I have the 6K mounted up on a C-stand for other footage. And then I have this one, which I didn't show earlier. My GoPro. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's like frozen now, but that gives you a basic idea of what I have. The GoPro was a recent. I mean, I've had the GoPro. I bought the GoPro for another reason, but I just decided to bring it into the fold for this, and I haven't played with it much yet, so I need to get more practice with that. Keeps ignoring me when I tell him to sit on one of his cookies. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Oh, welcome to Cheese 3037. Welcome to the stream. Sitting on food is the only way to become a real streamer. The GoPro is seemingly stuck in another dimension. I think the deal with the GoPro is that when it first turns on, it comes on in media playback mode, and since I have it plugged in with an HDMI cable, trying to use the menu on it is less than intuitive, and I haven't yet figured out exactly how you're supposed to get it back out of that menu mode to actually play video. So that's something I'm going to work on here next week. I want to figure that out because I'm curious. Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, exactly. If I'm going to use this camera, I should put it where people can actually see it. This is all the challenges of first time streaming, you know, figuring all this stuff out. And then, oh, that's an that's an axle. Where's the axle? There it is. Wait, really? Okay. You guys are having fun. That's good. Oops. There we go. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't be eating cookies while I'm... No, that's not what I want. While I'm on stream. That just seems rude. So that's why I haven't eaten it much. But it is calling my name. It's like, I should be eating it. All right, a couple of these. Oh, in fact, this is actually a fun little thing to mention too, since he's here. Is there a cookie cam? And since Racing Mars is here, he's the one who actually I have to thank for getting into Lego. I used to work with him. And one day, I still don't remember, I think he was showing pictures. I don't think he actually brought it in because it would be hard to bring in. But he had recently bought the UCS Millennium Falcon from 2018. And he showed me pictures of it or whatever, and I was shocked. I went, wait, what? What? That's a thing? So this is what I did. Having never done Lego at age, whatever it was, 58, I went out and bought the UCS Millennium Falcon, the 7,500 piece one, and that's the very first set I ever built. But that's thanks to Matthew. Yeah, it must have just been pictures, exactly. But that was quite it's kind of sad because now I know so much more about Lego techniques that I could learn a lot more by building something like the Millennium Falcon. And I'd kind of like to take it apart again, but not really because it would just take forever. But there are I suspect, some mind-blowing techniques on that. I assume wow is a response to that was the first set I ever built, Matt. There we go. That's actually what I would kind of like to do, Matthew. And if once I get caught up on some other stuff, other backlog projects, I may actually do that. I think it would be kind of fun. It took me about 24 hours of building time to actually build it, spread over like 2 weeks. And I had another good friend of mine who I've known literally his whole life, and he was being QA for me and kept finding when I missed pieces. But I would definitely enjoy doing it again. Wait, what? Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. So they have this 2x2 plate, and then they have a boat plate here. So you put these on top, and it's like it doesn't hold in place, but now they're going to secure it with these 2x6 plates. I just realized I held that up to the camera, and I didn't have that on camera. I didn't have the right camera on. Again, getting used to streaming. This is where you need like a video producer running the camera work. All right. Purple, dark purple, one of my favorite Lego colors. Welcome to the stream, Tim. This is another piece that I think Lego came out with a couple of years ago. Let's do this. Actually, might be easier to, yeah, there we go. It's these kind of weird shaped plates. I don't really know how to use them yet, though. That's the thing. This is where it's nice to have sets that use them so I can learn a little bit more about what they're useful for. It's just interesting to see what both the Lego designers and some of the Lego Ideas sets are really, really creative too. And I kind of look at these. We were having this discussion the other day with some other friends though. I was talking with Moto. He's another friend of mine at Brick World. And we all tend to be in awe of each other, but we all have different things that we're good at. Like Moto is crazy good at, I don't even know how to describe it. I would call it art. It's so intricate, but he thinks my buildings are great, and I'm going, they're nothing fancy. But that's what I kind of realized. We're all good at stuff, and we tend to underrate our own capabilities. But still, I look at some of the stuff that Lego Ideas people do, and it's very, very impressive. All right, see you later, TJ. Thanks for stopping by. And welcome to the stream, Toasted 2x4. That's cool. That's what I heard from another friend of mine, that there were some cool techniques in here. I just didn't watch a video. I intentionally didn't watch a review video because I didn't want it to spoil my experience. How long did it take you to build it? And of course, the other problem I have is have a place to put these things once they're built. I have way too many Lego sets and I'm running out of room. Hence the reason the Eiffel Tower is on the floor right now. I really want to, that's another reason I want to take the, oh, I did that wrong. That's another reason I want to take the Millennium Falcon set apart, is I want to be able to put the Eiffel Tower down where it is right now. Oh, Ian. Hey, welcome, Ian. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Come on, do this right, Dave. What are you up to today, Ian? Oh, probably should go down. Yeah, what are you up to today, Ian? Anything interesting? Lego ASMR for sure, when you can hear these clicking in place. How long have we been streaming for? 50 minutes. Okay, not too bad. Oh, oops. These guys. Nothing much. A ton of storms rolling through make it hard to do stuff outdoors, and mostly tidying up stuff. Yeah. I don't know where you live, but I know that a lot of the country is impacted right now with air quality because of the fires in Canada, which is unfortunate. And back to toasted 2x4's comment, probably around an hour. Might be an hour-long set if I wasn't also trying to stream at the same time, I think. I'm only through bag 1, and this has 5 bags. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if I get this all done in one stream or not. Oh, just amazing. It's just amazing to see these when they do these in modules and then you snap them together. Okay, a couple of these guys. Almost done with this bag. One of these, 2 of these. I think that's it. Those are the extra pieces that you always have. Okay, done with the first bag? Yeah. Oh, wait, got to put these together. Okay, there we go. And hopefully I didn't do any. Hopefully I didn't miss any. That's like, you know, I don't know how many you build Technic. I'm not a huge Technic fan, but I do like them on occasion. And when you build a Technic set, if you make a mistake and you don't figure it out right away, it can be a huge pain to try and get it figured out later, because it's just the way those all go together. You can't really, I mean, with Lego pieces, you can sort of take them apart partially, even if you're not intending to, but not so much with Technic. What do we got here? Nothing much, on and off, a ton of on and off storm. Oh, yeah, you said that already. Impacted by that as well. It's not really as bad as a couple of days ago. I was laying concrete for an accessibility ramp, and that combined with a bad air quality killed my throat. Yeah. When the air quality is bad, it's ideal not to try and be outside too much, but sometimes you don't have a choice. I live in Oregon, outside of Portland, and a couple of years ago we had some pretty nasty fires. One of them came about 5 miles from my house. It wasn't a risk of catching my house on fire or anything, but I took a photo outside at like 3 in the afternoon. I think it was in August, and I've shown it to friends, and it wasn't photoshopped up or anything, but the sky was just orange. It was kind of eerie. I had some friends that did live up near where the fire was, and in fact my old house was up there and they had to evacuate, so it got kind of bad. By 2 plate. Where is it? There it is. Oh, oops. Missed one. Ah, toasted 2x4. All right, see you later. Gonna go Lego hunting. Hope you find something good. Oh, is it today? There's new sets that came out today, right? I think the Disney Castle and what else? Anybody else in the chat? No, there's like a couple new sets that came out today. Oh yeah, that's nasty, Ian. I had looked at speaking of the Disney Castle set, I had looked at the previous one, and I thought it was kind of cool, but I never ended up buying it. I guess it just didn't tug at my wallet enough. But when I saw this new one that came out, I was kind of blown away. It also has masonry bricks and a couple of new colors in sand blue and whatever light nougat or whatever that's called. And the interior looks good, so I think I'm going to go ahead and buy that one. But obviously I couldn't go do it today because I had this stream to do. We oftentimes get a line at our store. I think that's normal, but you know, lining up for the new sets the day they come out. I've done that in the past, and it's interesting. Like I said, people who know me, you know, I buy the sets and they go in my backlog. So I don't buy them on day one to be able to build them right away, but it's more of a social event. I get to hang out with a lot of other Lego nerds, and that's always fun. Okay, that's the other problem is when you're building on stream and you look away and it's like, okay, what step did I leave off on? Ah, okay. 3x3 plate. I don't see those too often. There we go. 1x2 tile, the 1x3 tile. Saw it a minute ago. There we go. And 2x. There we go. Okay. All right, what's next? Dang it, skipped ahead again. I always do that. All right, I need a couple of these. 3 of these. There we go. So anybody in the chat bought any new sets lately they haven't built that you're excited about? I go to Arlington National Cemetery once a year, but somehow I only went to the Lego store for one of my trips. And that was my only visit ever to a Lego store. So you don't have one near you then, Ian? Do you have like a, if you don't have a Lego store, do you have like a Bricks and Minifigs or anything near you? El Dorado, that was the other one. I don't actually know what that is. And it probably has to do with the fact that I'm not a long-term Lego person. Is that like an Old West type thing, or is that a castle, or what is it? Amazing. It's an updated remake of an 80s pirate theme set. Very cool. That actually does sound interesting. I may have to go check that out after all. It's nice to see Lego re-releasing some of the older sets. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at the instructions for this later, because there's a lot of geometry and parts usage and stuff. I get used to this to learn from this set. Just the way things line up as you build it. It's pretty impressive. Nothing is really near me, but I trekked down to a Bricks and Minifigs for their grand opening. That was really cool. Yeah, that's fun. At least you have something. I don't know how long of a trek it was, but we have, I think, 3 Bricks and Minifigs in my area. But one little fun piece of trivia is that, as far as I know, I believe I'm correct, that it started in Canby, which is about a 20-minute drive from where I live. So I think that's where the corporate headquarters are and stuff. No. There's a ton of these pieces in this set. The 1x4 double curve, whatever you want to call it. All right, this is starting to look like something now. Ah, okay. We have a leg. And it's actually posable. Cool. So I presume that means I have to do another one of these and build the whole thing again. Well, it'll be slightly different probably, but yeah, basically the same thing. It's 40 minutes, not too bad, but it can't go often. Yeah, I understand that. I'm also fortunate in that the Lego store here is about a 12-minute drive. So fortunate or dangerous, you know, depending on which way you look at it. I used to go there and buy way too many Lego things. but I suppose it's probably better to have a store near me than to not, in case I do want something. I used to go to the Lego store a couple times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, mainly to go to the pick-a-brick wall, and that's how I ended up with so many parts. I have, like, it's overflowing. It's all over my house now. I really need to downsize a little bit on the parts, and I'm kind of working on that because I don't have a place to keep them all anymore. I think I remember you saying that you were retiring soon. Have you already? Yes, I retired, I want to say a couple months ago now. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I kind of lose track of time now and what day of the week it is and that kind of stuff. But I think it was in late March or early May. So I do have more time now. I've been catching up on a lot of stuff that has been backlogged forever because I'd get home from work and be burned out and not motivated to do anything. But once I get caught up with that, I'm going to get back to doing more mocks, especially because I really enjoy doing mocks. You do mocks, don't you, Ian? Oh, PT McEwen, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen your name for a while, but that's mostly a me thing, I think, because I haven't been in streams as much as I was in the past. Indeed. What are you up to today, PT? You building anything or just kind of chilling? I try. Yeah, school takes up a ton of my time, and I'm sure college will do the same in the fall. This summer I want to build some stuff, mostly nature related. That's cool. That's what I like to do. That I'm pretty heavily involved in the Jurassic Park collab at Bricks Cascade, and one of the things I really like about that is all the foliage, because I just love lots of foliage, and there's definitely lots of foliage for something like that. But yeah, college, that's going to probably present a challenge to you, although Peter has been able to at least partially do college and also continue building and doing YouTube and stuff. What are you building, Ian? What are you building that, or what do you want to do that's nature related? Oh, PT, cool. Just ordered some parts for some more Micropolis builds, and you're working on a moon-based collab with. That's cool. How big is the moon-based collab? You just need to buy more botanical plants for trees and undergrowth. Yeah, yep, that makes sense. Yeah, some of those plant parts are kind of expensive, but they really do make it nice. I was fortunate to be able to get a decent quantity of stuff like that from lug bulk and project support for the Jurassic Park collab, but that's, yeah, not everybody has that opportunity. Oh, I should, here, hold on a second. I should grab something else that's kind of pertinent to this. One of my other hobbies is 3D printing, and I haven't done it for a while, but in the past, I printed this in multiple different prints. And I also printed this. So those are kind of fun. I forgot about those. Those would be a good thing to put on the stream for this particular build. There are 12 people in the collab. You have 3 48 by 48 modules and you're working on a 4th. That's cool. That's very cool. That sounds similar to the Jurassic Park collab I'm in. It keeps growing. I think we're up to like 16 people that are participating now, and it's huge. It's like a 20 by 30 foot space. I don't know. It's big. It's very, very big. It's one whole section of tables at Bricks Cascade. But it's been amazing to see what we've been able to do. Nice 3D characters, thank you. Has there ever been a video? Have you displayed that Moonbase collab anywhere? And if so, has there been like a Beyond the Brick video? Because I'd love to watch something more about it. Matthew, gotta rely. You can always count on Matthew for the comedy relief in the stream. I'll have to eat it so that Matthew thinks that I've sat on it. Darn, I don't have a camera that can reach down there, so I can't show you. Oh well. You'll just have to trust me that I sat on them. Yeah, that's it. Missed a piece. And now getting this back out is going to be tricky. I did miss a piece. All right, now let's put that back in. No display yet. Your first round of the Moonbase will be Brickfest Live in late July. Okay, that's cool. Can't be that easily fooled. We'll work on that, Matthew. You're working on a river that'll span 4 base plates. You've probably seen that little section I posted on Peter's Discord a while back. Yeah, that's cool. I've been fine-tuning that build, and once you have a good design, you'll continue it and make it feel warm. That's cool. I look forward to seeing more photos of that on the Discord. That'll be good. PT. So what part of Jurassic Park did I do for Cascade? So I did several things. There is a Main Street section from Jurassic World, and we have a whole bunch of buildings there, mostly single 32 by 32 base plates. And for that, I did a restaurant, a clothing store, and a theater. Oh, and then this year I added a bookstore. And then I also did some emergency shelters. They are, I think, like 2 base plates deep and 3 base plates wide. And I built one and showed it to somebody in the collab, and he liked it a lot, so he asked me to build more, so I built 2 more. And those are modeled off of some buildings in the Jurassic World Evolution video game. And then the big one that I did is a ranger station, which is also modeled after something in the Jurassic World Evolution game. And that one is like 96 studs deep by 100 and some studs wide. It's huge. It's my favorite building I've ever done. And I have videos for all of these, I think, on YouTube. So if you want to see more about them, you can find out about them there. But there's just some crazy good builders in that collab, and it's such a fun group of people. I really look forward to that. The biggest challenge for that collab is transporting stuff, at least for me. Like I don't really want to rent a truck, but I'm getting to the point where I kind of need to because I'm bringing enough stuff. All right. We're making progress. Oh, and congrats on winning the People's Choice Award. Yeah, that was fun for sure. I enjoy Cascades a lot, but I'm a theme coordinator there, and I'm also involved in that collab, plus a collab that's in the post-apocalyptic theme that I'm a coordinator for. And so I don't always get as much chance to just look around as I'd like, which is what I liked about Brick World, is I was just an attendee, so it was great. Although even so, that's mind-bogglingly huge. One of the things I like to quote about that is the fact that there were more first-time attendees at Brick World Chicago than there were total attendees at Bricks Cascade this year. So there was a ton of mocks on display, and I still didn't see all of them, but fortunately we have things like Beyond the Brick to do videos. But that's why I mentioned it. I saw another video of them this morning of a what was it? It was some kind of a Star Wars factory building something Star Wars thing. It's like, wait, I don't remember seeing that. One of the coolest things I saw there, though, and Matthew, you might get a kick out of this, is one of the guys there built a couple of different actual functioning water-cooled computers, but he built Lego cases for them, and they're not just basic cases. They're like, one's a moon space station, and they're very, very well done. Very cool. Family Bricks, welcome to the stream. So Matthew, if you're interested in that, I think there's a Beyond the Brick video. I can try to find it and send you a link. I always love it when the instructions have a step like this. 1 brick for the first step. It's like, okay, I think I can do that. There's definitely a lot of snot going on here, which is something, like I said, I still need to get better at. So this is good. What are you up to today, Family Bricks? Don't mess up the 1 brick step. Exactly. Yeah, that was pretty tricky, and with the distractions from the stream, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it right. but I think I'm good. Oh yeah, these guys. When you have these little quarter round tiles, they're useful, but they're easy to escape. They can easily escape if you're not careful. Fortunately, my room has carpeting on the floor, so it keeps them from going too far, but it still can be annoying. Working on some tree foliage for mock. Just wanted to stream in the background and yours popped up. What do you normally like to do on your channel? Yeah, this is the very first stream I've ever done. I normally do mock videos and the occasional tutorial. I really, really like building mocks. But like I was saying earlier on in the stream, my career has been in IT, although my degree is in video production, and I've done video production as a hobby on and off for years. So the idea of making YouTube videos and streaming both appeal to me, and I just got a bunch of new gear in the last week that is this is a technology experiment today to help me play with the stream, so that's fun. Ian, you're going to try and make it to Brickworld Chicago next year since you'll be 18 at the time. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be good to meet you. I'm almost I'm almost positive I'm going to go next year. The only thing that's unfortunate is just like I said, the hotel and the plane tickets. The plane tickets aren't too bad, but the hotel ends up being like $900, which isn't horrible, but you know, all I ever do is sleep and take a shower there, so I hate spending the money on it. But I had so much fun that I'm likely going to go anyway. Need a Lego magnet. Yep, that's the secret. Hopping in the shower. Time to get my day going at 2:25 in the afternoon. Be right back. Yep, that sounds about like Matthew. So Ian, you're the one who got the firefighter thing, right? I think. Where'd this go? Oh, here we go. It's getting warm in here. I have the fan on, it's still getting warm in here. Oh well. Family Bricks in the UK and had friends go to Chicago for Brickworld. Looks like it would be great to go. It's definitely a lot of fun if you can manage it. Ian, it's an 11-hour drive for me, and I like the long car rides. I don't know why. So I may drive also so I can have my car. Yeah, I mean, for me, it would be like, well, it's like 1,700 miles, so whatever that is. And for, you know, with a Tesla, you got to stop every once in a while to charge up, and it's not as quick as getting gas. But I would love to have driven otherwise. Henry Gilbertson, welcome to the stream. Gotta love the internet, or inherent connection between the IT industry, engineering, and Lego. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, one of these guys. Where is it? There we go. These are another piece that are really nice that I don't have very many of. Come on, can I get you to focus? There we go. It's the 2x2 diagonal tile. I don't have those in very many colors, but those are useful, especially for things like floor tile patterns. Family Bricks, are you a member of a LUG? Yes, I am a member of PortLUG, the Portland LEGO User Group. I'm actually one of the officers as well. I've been a member. I got into LEGO in summer of 2018, and a few months later I found out about the LUG, and I joined, and I've been a member ever since. It's great. There's a lot of great people in the LUG. If you have a LUG near you and you're not a member, I highly encourage you to become a member of one, because they're just very beneficial. At least they have been for me. And then at some point, can you do a shot of your new setup, PT? Yeah, that's where, yeah, if I can get my GoPro working, that'd be the easy way to show you. But that's not what I want. Come on. Trying to figure out the interface on this GoPro has been challenging. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'll try to do that later. But yeah, so I mentioned this earlier, I have this camera here, which is the one that I usually use for my YouTube videos. I have this camera here, which is just set as a close-up. I haven't really used it for this particular stream. And then I have camera mounted there on something called a C-stand that's pointing down. And I have a GoPro, but that's the one that I can't figure out how to get it off of a static shot right now. Actually, I wonder if I do this real quickly. This might, let me just, oh, there we go. Did that do it? That might have done it. Thinking. Nope. When I unplugged it, it went to live video. When I plugged it back in again, it went to the stuff that's recorded in there. Maybe I should take the SD card out and then it wouldn't complain, but yeah, apparently I don't know how to get this to cooperate. Oh, come on. Well, I'll have to worry about that later. Where was I? Ah, okay. All right, part of an arm. We're getting farther. Now we get into some yellow stuff. Family Bricks. Yeah, you're part of London A Falls Lug in UK. That's cool. So you're in the UK. Very nice. When there's 9 million people to draw and there are crazy skilled builders. Yeah, that's for sure. Ian, you joined a lug. It's been very nice being part of it. For sure, for sure. Did I get recognized at Brickworld? I think I did, which is, it's so bizarre. I definitely got recognized at Bricks Cascade by somebody who I'd never seen before, and they were coming by the Dream Bunkers collab at the post-apocalyptic theme, and they were commenting on the bunkers and they liked them, and they introduced themselves, and then I introduced myself, and they went, "No, I know who you are." It's like, "Well, how do you know?" It's like, "I've seen your YouTube channel." It's just really weird to me having that happen. It's very surreal, but it was kind of fun. Oh, I see. But I seem to think that I did have somebody else at Brickworld recognize me, but I don't remember who it was. Family Bricks. These maxi figs are great. Went to Bill and Lego House recently and got the Pirate maxi fig. Wonderful asymmetric build. That's cool. Who was I watching? I was watching a video from somebody, a YouTube video from somebody recently. Was it Cool Factor? It was somebody who was saying we need more of these builds because they really liked them, and they're hoping that they'll come out with more builds like these. Like, for example, one thing they mentioned that I thought would be really, really cool is to have a fig, upscaled fig like this of the Spaceman. That would be really cool. So hopefully if this one does well, because they were suggesting that this could be made into a series like Brickheads, which I thought that made sense. I thought that was a good idea. So hopefully if this does well, Lego will do something like that. And now we get to lather, rinse, and repeat. Do the same thing again. At least it usually goes faster the second time. Oh yeah, and they could probably reuse that face print. Yeah. I know some people are now making their sig fig as a maxi fig for display, not to give away. That's actually a cool idea. I don't actually have a sig fig yet. I need to make one at some point. People have asked me. It's like, I don't have one, but I should do that. But that's a really cool idea. I think they will. The first ones are the Harry Potter ones, which you could always find on sale, but I think if they do a series, those Harry Potter ones will be sought after. I have the Harry Potter ones, and I bought them. I do like the movies, but I bought them because they were a good parts pack. Because that was when they were, I don't think they're being sold anymore, right? But either they were on a really good sale or they were on closeout. So I initially bought them for parts, but I haven't opened them yet. And after my experience with, to back up, usually when I buy a pack for parts, I build the set anyway for fun, and then I go back and part it out. But I am interested to see what that process goes like. Rebrickable has lots of the Star Wars helmets with maxi fig bodies. That's kind of cool. But are you talking about bodies for the helmets that Lego sells? Because those helmets are big, which means the bodies would be, I think, even bigger than this one. Because like I have this one back here. Yeah, it's not quite the right size. So if they're building, that would actually be a cool idea, to build something like that would go with those for the body. Harry Potter maxi figs retired end of 2022, but can find them lingering in places. They were on extremely good sales. Yeah, I think mine came from Target or someplace, and it was a really good price. I just don't remember why. Because I think I've had them for like a year, so it may have just been a sale for some reason. Yeah, the helmets are a little too big for the bodies, but the bodies are nice standard people are customizing. Yeah, I do think it would be fun though to try and look at how this was built and try to make your own appropriately sized bodies that work with the Star Wars helmets. That'd be a fun little project. I don't know how hard it would be, but I assume this is like a vehicle piece, but that's something else I haven't really built much, is vehicles. So, I mean, you see them used in lots of places that aren't vehicles, but I don't have much experience with them myself. If you had a mustache and darker hair, the Alfred from the Lego Batman movie would make the almost perfect head and hair combo for a sig fig. Interesting. I had a mustache decades ago when I was younger. And of course my hair was darker then too, although I've had somewhat white hair for many, many, many years. Stress from the job? Who knows? I don't know. Where was I? Wait. Okay, these guys. But you have more hair than that figure, so I don't know. Yeah. Back to your comment earlier, Ian, about driving. The only downside to driving that far is the cost of gas. Who knows what it's going to be by next year? That's another thing. I haven't bought gas since December of 2012. So I'm kind of out of touch with gas prices. I just know that they're not cheap. What streaming software are you using? So that's an interesting story. That gets back to the equipment that I have. So there's a company called Blackmagic Design. One of the things they make that at least some of the streamers know about is a piece of software called DaVinci Resolve, which is for editing. And a lot of people like it. It's really good. They update it all the time, and there's a free version that does almost everything you would want. But they also make cameras. And other switchers and all kinds of equipment. So 2 of the 3 cameras that I have here are Blackmagic cameras. And then the other piece of equipment I have is a switcher, and it's called an ATEM Mini Extreme. And it has 8 HDMI inputs in it and audio inputs, and it does all kinds of fancy stuff that is overkill for most people. For me, I just enjoy doing it. But one of the things that's cool about it is it has a hardware encoder built in to be able to directly stream to YouTube or Twitch or Twitter or half a dozen other platforms. So you don't need a computer to stream. So I just have a network cable coming into the switcher, and when I'm ready to go, I just push a button on the switcher and it starts streaming directly with no computer required. So that's pretty cool. But hey, at least we'll be able to pump our own gas here now if we still needed gas. Yeah, that's an interesting comment from Racing Mars. In Oregon here, we still can't. Can we now? I don't think we can quite yet. But for years, we haven't been able to pump our own gas, which I always found amusing. So yeah, you were in New York City recently, and U.S. gas prices are half that than in the U.K. Yeah, I think, Matthew will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that just in general, the gas prices in Europe are higher because there's a lot of taxes tacked on by the government, and those are used to help maintain the infrastructure, but it could be wrong. That's cool to stream without a computer. Yeah, exactly. The hair from the new Disney castle that's in black in that set. I don't know the name of the guy. But if it was in brown, it would be perfect for my hair. Okay, that's cool. You should look on Bricklink to see if they make that hairpiece in the right color. Henry Gilbertson, it's always strange driving through Portland from Seattle and having someone to fill my car up. Yep, gotta love saving sales tax. That's another thing. Yeah, we don't have sales tax here. We have property tax, but not sales tax. Gotta love saving sales taxes on some of those UCS sets, though. Definitely worth the drive. Yep, for sure. All right, now we got the other, beginning of the other arm. Gasoline and road travel in general is basically very heavily subsidized in the U.S. Okay. Yeah, so what is the gas price? I mean, the gas price here is between $4 and $5 a gallon, I think, but I have no idea what it is in the UK. You know, yeah, my gas prices have sort of stayed low. They're at 320-ish, and that's high, but lower than a lot of the country. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I want to say they're in the upper fours here, but maybe they're not. I know they've been going up and down. Doesn't Europe also sell their gas by the liter? I believe that's true. Okay, on to bag 4. Wait, I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, I see what I missed. There we go. Any intentions on procuring the Pirate Maxi Fig from Billund? Not for me. That's where, again, it would be nice if they end up just selling it outright, which I don't think they will. But I don't have. I mean, I have no idea what it would cost, but probably not. Per liter, it's about $1.80 per liter, and I think there are 4.4 liters in a gallon, so a gallon would cost about $9. Yeah, that's what I thought I remember hearing. I think it's always been like $7 to $9 in Europe forever. So, you know, people in the U.S. can complain, but yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly the change to electrification occurs. I don't know what it's like in Europe, but here, I mean, I think it's because it's mandated. We're starting to see a lot more electric cars. Here in Oregon and in Washington, there are so many Teslas. I see Teslas all the time on the road now, which isn't a bad thing. But I'm starting to see Rivians and a bunch of other electric vehicles. So in fact, a good friend of mine also has a Rivian. I still haven't seen it yet. I need to go over and see his new car, but I think that's a pretty neat looking vehicle. I wonder if you guys could hear Micah, my parrot. He was screaming downstairs a minute ago. I was going to bring him up here for the stream, but I can almost guarantee you he would have tried to climb off of his perch and onto me, and I didn't want that during the stream because it makes it hard to actually work on anything. We'd probably have a revolution if gas got that high. Yeah. No, you're not wrong, Ian. The Pirate Maxi figure is about $100 US in the Lego house, so they allow for someone to ship and scalping tax. Yeah, exactly. Problem with electric is the CO2 required to make the batteries is huge over a life of a vehicle. Ironically enough, electric vehicles over their whole life actually require more CO2 than gas cars. Yeah, and then there's also the point of, where does the lithium come from and how much of a supply is there for that and all that stuff. So but it's almost always too late by the time, what? Did I miss a previous comment? But it's almost always too late by the time the fire department arrives. Did you have a previous comment that I missed, Ian? Ah, there we go. Yeah, wait, did it not load? I don't know. Either I'm dense or it didn't load. Could be either one. I don't see one right above it. I think it means if electric vehicle catches on fire. Yeah. The one above that is a couple from Family Bricks, and then the last one from you is we'd probably have a revolution if gas got that high. Oh well. At least now I know. Need to pay more attention to the cameras I'm using so that you guys can see stuff. I get sucked into the build and don't think about what you can see or can't. My USA geographic isn't great. Portland is in Oregon, which is in the middle of the states. No, it's actually on the west coast, just south of Seattle, or just south of Washington. So on the west coast is California, and then Oregon, and then Washington, going from south to north. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen this piece before. It may be a piece that's been around for a while, but it's new to me. No worries, Family Bricks. I'm not very good at geography either. Okay. Hey, Brick Science. Welcome to the stream, Riley. Good to see you. Check out my fancy video gear, Riley. I've got this camera. I got this camera when I want to have a serious talk with you guys. And then I have my overhead cam. This is the one that Peter was jealous of, wishing that he had. Yeah, that slope is kind of cool. All right, how does this go? This way. How's your day going, Riley? All right, how do these go? This way. Oh, I've got to do another one. Yeah, the top down is very useful. I forgot to use it for quite a while, and then somebody in the stream finally reminded me that I should be. It's a little bright. I can actually fix that, but it is nice to have it. Let's go over here and go over here and do this. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, and cookies. Exactly. I started the stream out rally by saying that something every good streamer should have. Water and cookies. Although I haven't been eating them much. Been too busy talking and building. What do you mean no link, Ian? Oh, dang it. This is what happens when I mute so I can eat a cookie so you're not hearing my chewing sounds. Dang it. And you even missed my pun. I said we're finally getting ahead in the stream. But oh well. Thank you for reminding me. You should be back. It should be back now. Noob failure. That's actually one of the things I'm working on with my fancy Stream Deck here is I'm going to add the ability for it to flash red on the button that turns on the audio when it's muted so that I know it's muted. I'm getting back to learning how to use parts. We're missing all these pearls of wisdom. The thing about getting used to using all these parts, one of the things I really want to get better at that Brick Science is really good at is using ball and socket pieces, mixel joints, whatever they're called. I've seen some really cool stuff. Riley especially does some really cool things with them, but I don't really know how to use them yet. So I have a bunch of them that I bought recently to play with them so I can learn how to get better at them. We can put gasoline fires out a lot easier than electric, though. Exactly, yeah. What do you use for gas fires? Like foam? Yeah, the polytexture technique. Yeah, exactly. I think I've seen that foam was used for, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Is the hat all that's left in the build? Yes. Yeah, we're on the last bag 5, so we're getting close to being done. Yeah, in fact, all the parts, that's all the parts that are left is what you see on the overhead cam right now. Wait, didn't put those on right. There we go. Class B foam. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's much of anything that you can use to put out an electric fire. That's a lot of pieces for a blue hat. Yeah, exactly. But you need specialty foam that the gas fumes won't eat up? That's interesting, Ian. How does that work? This is what I like. This is starting to become now like a Peter's Pieces stream where, you know, the conversation goes all over the place, which is what I love about a lot of these streams when they're not just talking about Lego. Oops. 11 people on the stream at the moment. That's not too bad. These are really useful pieces. If you haven't used these before, you should get some. They're 1 by 1 by 1 2/3 with studs on the side, and they're really, really good for snot building, sideways window building, a lot of stuff. So get some of those if you don't have them and play with them, learn how to use them. I'm very curious to see how the 4 jumper plates will connect to a stud receptacle in the hat that you're building. Oh, if you're talking about this, that's just a printed, it's just a printed tile or piece like this. It's like one of the 1 by 4, except this is 4 by 4 or 4 by 6 or yeah, 4 by 6, and it's just printed. I assume that's what you were talking about. Also, the audio and visual quality is very crisp, Dave. Thank you very much. That's that's something I worked really hard on. The microphone wasn't cheap, but it's nice quality. One of my friends in the stream here has a lot of really good audio gear, and I think he's partly what sent me down this path. I have no idea what we're building here, but it's, let's go here. But it's an interesting shape. Well, I guess we'll find out what it is here in a minute. Where did the piece go? There it is. Oh yeah, I used that a technique similar to that when I built my one of my Jurassic Park things, where you stack these pieces on top of each other. Can't see that very well. I need to work on that. Expect the blue part sticking out of the brim of his hat. Or yeah, okay. We'll find out here in a minute. Oh, I gotta build. Do I have to build 2 of those? Yeah, I have to build 2 of those. Okay. Switch to fancy talking cam. Oh, here we go. So the ethanol and the gas will eat the foam away. So you have specific alcohol-resistant foam that's very similar to aqueous foam, film-forming foam. That's hard to say, except for the additives that will help it not get dissolved. Interesting. Here, when I get to that section again, I'll show you what I was talking about on those angles. We're almost there. Yeah, so this is built with, come on. Here, I can do it this way. This one? Nope, this one. There we go. So this is built with a couple of 1x2 or 1x1 plates there, and then you drop this piece on top, like that, and then we're going to take this bigger one and put it up here after I add a plate here. Getting used to this orientation is hard. So I think what I do is I put this plate here. Is that right? Yeah. So I put this plate here, like that, and then I add that on top, and then you get a nice stacked curve like that. It's kind of a cool technique. Okay. And then this goes on the other side like this. And then need a couple of these. All right, put that aside for a minute. I have no idea what we're building now. Oh, you know, there's like, well, we'll see. Yeah. I also love the shirt. I need one of those. Also fits the build very well. Yeah, I was saying earlier, a friend of mine bought that for me and gave it to me, and I quite like it. Well, I've got to go paint a board. Really cool setup, Dave. Look forward to seeing more of those streams. Thanks a lot, Riley. Thanks for stopping in. See you later. Good luck with the painting. I'll chat with you later, I'm sure. Almost done. Okay. What are we building here? Gears. hear my birds calling me from downstairs again. Okay, and that one goes here. Yeah. That's a piece I've never seen before. There's supposed to be another one, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. So these, it's like a 2x2 round tile that's cut in half and then has a jumper on it. So it's a very interesting piece. This camera above is not out of focus, unfortunately. That's why I have to keep manually focusing it. Yeah, it's a very interesting piece. I can't tell if it actually serves a purpose in this build or if it's just because it's a fun piece to play with. Or we're going to find out soon enough, I guess. Almost. Oh yeah, we're almost done. Okay, so we got some printed tiles. Oh yeah, this is, yeah. Okay. Ah, that's what those are. Okay, so these are little consoles. So that, and this, and this. Of these guys and a couple of these guys. Oh, that's clever. Oh, those are those like control levers? I guess that's what those are. We'll find out. I don't know if there's anything else that happens with them. And that goes into here. Oh, that's cool. So this clamps into here. And I have a little minifig to build as well. A little version. And he's driving the thing. Yeah, that's cool. And there we go. Let's go back to this camera. Yeah, we're done. Well, that was fun. That was a fun little build. I definitely want to see more of these, and I like the idea we were talking about earlier of minifig or appropriately scaled bodies for the Star Wars helmets. That'd be something fun to try. But oh, Peter's back. Okay, I'm willing to compromise. Just set the little minifig on one of the cookies. Matthew, you just won't give up, will you? Is this set a GWP or is it just normal? It's just normal. It was like $50. The piece is from the Modular Jazz Club below the window area as an accent. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I apparently tuned in just in time for the final step. Exactly, Peter. It's good to see you here, but yeah, you just missed it. Complete with driver. Exactly. It's pretty cool. That's clever with the inside of that. I'd never seen this piece before. And again, I'm still, learning about Lego pieces. I guess maybe I've seen that in trans clear, just not in blue. So, but yeah, that's cool to have this little minifig driver here. He's falling apart now. He needs to come out of the way. There we go. There we go. That's better. Anyway, well, yeah, so I think that did do it. It's clever with the inside of that. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. I think that's it. And I think I'll end the stream now and eat, not sit on, eat, not much to Matthew's dismay, eat some cookies. But thanks everyone for joining me and putting up with the technical challenges and the audio muted for a while on the wrong cameras. And it'll get better over time. But it was fun hanging out with everybody. And yeah, so keep an eye out. I'll have another video probably coming in a couple of weeks, hopefully. And then I may do another stream. Oh, let's see, love on the maxi figs, the articulation. Exactly, that's pretty cool. These both move forward and backward. This guy moves. These move. It's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate to the real thing. But anyway, yeah, see y'all later. Have a good afternoon, everybody, or evening, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Can't end the stream until the minifig sits on top of your cookie pile. Okay, fine. There. Are you happy now? It's a live stream, always some little quirk little happening. Yeah, I'm learning that. Okay, Matthew, it's happy now. Have a wonderful day as well, Peter. Talk to you guys all later. Bye.